Raiders usher in this new era with a win over the Giants, 30-6. Welcome into Raiders Game Day, everybody. I'm Amber Theoharis, along with James Jones and Eric Allen. And man, what a difference less than a week could make. It was a short week. It was a dramatic week, but this team rallied and they beat a team that had been playing very well. The Giants have been playing very well on defense, and really an offense that scored 30 points just 6 days after this same offense could only score 7 points against the Lions.
So good, so good.
It felt like a homecoming game.
Yes, it is.
Right? I felt like a home. I wanted to wear my Letterman today. It felt like a homecoming. I tell you what, it was a Raider win through and through with the type of football we played today. We were physical, okay?
Yes.
Both sides of the line of scrimmage, we won. Just outstanding performance by this football team. So happy for Coach AP getting it done today.
Congratulations to him.
Yeah.
What an energy.
Hold on real quick. You got a Letterman?
Yeah.
Where you get your Letterman from?
Can we give him a Letterman shot?
Man, I need a Letterman over
I got it
here.
directly from the guy upstairs,
You know,
man.
we'll talk about the serious stuff.
I guess he never lettered
on a
as a
different
Raider.
show. But today, Antonio Pierce had us rolling out here. Hey, listen, you know, they always say football is fun. Football is family.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like
It was
today.
fun.
It looked fun.
Right.
They look like a family. You're going to hear the players talk to how they feel like it's a family. But they was flying around, smiles on their faces, whether they made the play or not. Just some fun energy, man. AP, kudos.
And I'm hearing a rumor there was music in the locker room, but we'll check in on that. Here's 3 big things that we're going to be talking about here on Raiders Game Day. Antonio Pierce, congratulations. He was linebackers coach. Now he gets his first win as the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. Josh Jacobs busted out. We're going to tell you why. He had a lot of input into this game plan. And Maxx Crosby continues to dominate. A big day for him, but big day for the rookie, getting just his second start in the silver and black. He was called upon. He answered the bell. But this man, Josh Jacobs, got it going. They fed him early and often.
All game long, and that's Josh Jacobs coming downhill. First play of the game. You know what they say, second play of the game, let's go again. Home, coming downhill, picks up a first down. We ain't seen him see some holes like this in a minute.
And
he's coming downhill.
The same offensive line. It's the same offensive line. I just wanted to double check. Okay.
And then, oh my goodness.
2 plays later, Aiden O'Connell, look at that route. JJ by Jacoby Myers.
Jacoby Myers said, I know 1-7 got a little bit of this in it, but I got some too. Oh my goodness, I gotta go. And you going the wrong way, I'm going this way. Ooh, Jacoby, I see you. We should have been in that personnel a little bit more. I know Coach gonna see that on film though.
Well, let's see if they stay in that personnel. 2 plays later, Raiders in the red zone.
I like that too, man. They got me smiling today.
Yeah.
You see Jacoby like, hey, I got the defensive end, I got the defensive end. He might, fly, touchdown, we go. I like it.
Yeah.
Is that Tay blocking? Look at Tay blocking.
I'm telling you,
We're not doing nothing down there. 1-7 not doing nothing down there.
Receivers trying to make plays in the
He said, I
touchdown,
see you, Raider Nation. A little nod to the crowd there at home.
Yeah.
Later in the 4th quarter, Giants have the ball now. Daniel Jones. Meet Maxx Crosby. He's met a lot of quarterbacks this season.
Yes.
Look at him.
And I think that's where he messed his knee up on this play here.
But
trying
look
to
how he
avoid
planted right here, right there.
Yes.
How he planted. That was it.
Yeah.
Sack for Maxx Crosby, though. Put your ski mask on. Get you a sack.
Now we're in the 2nd quarter, but this is the next play, and his knee gives out on that one. He was injured, according to Ian Rappaport. It is feared to be an ACL. You have to feel for Daniel Jones.
That's unfortunate.
You hate to see that right there, man, for any player. I don't care what he is, old, young, our team, they team.
Right.
You hate to see a player go down with it.
Malcolm Kuntz gets a sack, by the way, on that one for touching him. So in comes Tommy DeVito later in the 2nd quarter here. And he meets Maxx Crosby as well.
All right now.
Max don't like that now.
Well, he put his elbow into Max's
see that little forearm in that neck right there? We feel all of that. Okay, homeboy. You see Max walking away like, okay. Call hike again.
He said,
Look at the effort.
I want to see you again.
See his elbow going to his neck there. He said, get off me.
Yeah.
Come at me like
knew he
that.
did it, too.
He did. Even the lineman, 68, that's why he's running over there trying to get Max.
On the next play, Saquon Barkley rushes to the left, little 2-yard gain. Giants would be forced
Look at the
to
energy.
punt.
Look at the energy on defense up front.
With each other, and here comes Josh again.
This one, he gets 9 yards.
9 yards. We're hearing a lot of 9, 8, 10-yard runs. That's what we need to hear.
Chunks there.
Yeah.
First and 10.
Look at the receiver up there blocking again. Yes, sir. That's a pancake. That's a pancake. Yeah.
Tate said he's going to run through the wall for this man. Hey, Hunter Renfrow.
That's Hunter Renfrow.
Look at our formation, though. Five
Yes.
wide.
Five wide is working on it. We hadn't seen five wide.
Watch that linebacker creep in. Look at that. Wide open.
That's it.
Great design play. The tempo there really helped him out.
And I think Hunter Renfrow officially off the milk carton.
There we go.
We found him. He's no longer missing.
Back to back.
Here's the next play.
Hunter Renfrow again. Watch this
Why
move
not?
right here.
Wide open.
Yeah. Ooh, boy, you lucky you had help on this side.
And we were
Touchdown.
there. The crowd went crazy on those back-to-back
Yeah.
Hunter Renfrow plays. Here they go.
Josh, down.
In the red zone.
If you want to be good in the red zone, just hand the ball off.
Hand the ball to Josh
the ball off.
Jacobs. Second touchdown of the day, and the Raiders lead 14-0 here in the second quarter. Big day for Josh Jacobs. He would end with 98 yards. Didn't get to 100, but that's okay.
Well, he did get to 100.
And then he lost
went
3
backwards.
and went back under it. Here's Daniel
look
Tommy
at that.
DeVito.
2-1, baby.
Give me that.
2-1. And watch this. He's about to go into went into that Mario gear.
He went into that Madden mode.
He went to get a couple more
the
mushrooms.
sideline,
Ding, ding,
bro.
ding, ding.
That's excellent, though, man. To pick that ball and return it 40 yards, change field position.
Look at the catch, though.
Look at that.
Look at the floaties.
And then to get back up.
And Marcus Peters like, I could have had that. No, you
I'm gonna
couldn't.
catch
No,
that
you
one over my shoulder.
couldn't.
Rick said you better high point it.
Here we go. Raiders first play after the interception. Aiden O'Connell. Little play action to Trey Tucker, the speedster. He lays himself out, makes the catch.
Listen here.
Woo!
They're waiting for that speed.
You know what? What do they call that man in the Giants uniform at quarterback, Danny Dimes? Because that is a dime right there. That is ball spinning.
Look at that. Look
Put
at
on
that.
the
Happy
ski
for you
mask.
guys.
Ski mask on. It's time to go.
First down, 3
mask?
players
That's just
each.
ski
Put the
mask.
ski mask over.
What does that mean?
It really just
I don't
means you're
even know.
gangster.
But I know what this means.
Okay.
You know.
Look, they willed this one
They don't
in.
wanna see me.
Look at the push.
Oh, yeah.
Forget the brotherly shoving all that. Look at this push.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Josh Jacobs gets in there.
He crowning them right there.
That's number 2 or 3 for Josh.
That was 2, sorry.
Okay,
I said 2
2.
before, but he would have 2 on the day.
Gotcha.
Yeah, 2 leaders
Celebrating.
right there.
Giants have the ball now, just under 2 minutes left.
Oh, tips and overthrows.
Tips and overthrows.
Hey, that's my guy. That's my guy right there.
We
Nate
got
Hobbs
Hobbsy.
comes up.
Let's go, Hobbs.
those.
That's
I'll
my
tell
guy.
you, this defense is better
I
when
love
Nate
Hobbs.
Hobbs is out there.
Yeah.
It is better.
That's good.
Is this the first time we won a turnover battle or second time?
No, we've won before. Marcus Peters.
Yep,
it's the
got to be
third
around
time.
the ball. But
Tips
you got to
it.
hustle. You got to hustle to the ball. Expect some overthrows.
it. Bop.
Expect some tips.
Tips.
And be ready.
Mine.
There you go.
Let's go.
That's called being a ball hawk. There was
sir.
3 black jerseys
Look at the energy.
around the ball.
Oh, yeah, everybody.
Look at 'em.
Look how free this team looks. And we're not even into the second half. Let's go to the second half. Raiders are up 24-0, and Aiden O'Connell
Speed.
finds DeAndre Carter. By the way, there was 8 different men that caught a pass.
How many?
For at least 10 yards receiving. 8 different men on the.
Okay.
They spread. I think that's called spreading the ball out.
Yeah, a little bit.
And they went back to Jacoby Myers there for a little 14-yard first down.
That's 5 wide again. Here go 5 wide again. I'm starting to like the trend.
But
5
was
wide.
protecting the quarterback by
it's-
getting the ball
because
out of
there's
his
so many
hands.
options.
Because so many options.
Yep.
You're right.
So Daniel Carlson
Oh, man.
hits a 46-yarder.
Woo-hoo. Isn't
And,
he supposed to be hurt?
The Raiders lead. It didn't look
Man.
hurt there. From 46 out, 27-0. Look, Maxx up, chasing him down. Max Crosby.
I like
gets him.
highlights
Adam
like
Butler
this.
was
This
after
is
him
the
as
best
well.
time.
Yeah,
as a
Raiders
lineman.
making all the plays. I like
They're
highlights like this.
Yeah. You're dictating what they have to do.
Yep.
I'll tell you, Adam Butler has been playing very well, and you got to
has
point
been.
that out. That pressure there led to that sack from Maxx. Okay, here we go. Giants have the ball. The continued drive is Tommy DeVito.
Got to be better. Got to be better on the back end. This is a return corner route, and you got to be better. Safety, let's slide over, take that away, force him to throw the ball underneath.
And the quarterback rolling. Roll with him.
Yep.
Well, they only get 6 because it was a failed 2-point conversion, so the Raiders are up 27-6. And here we go, Tommy DeVito.
Look at that,
He meets Maxx Crosby. Just taps him on the back there before he goes out of
Look at that.
bounds.
Oh, that's a great pass rushing move.
That's 3 sacks for Maxx. 3
Today?
sacks
Look at the hustle.
today.
Look at the hustle.
Ooh, defensive
He's the best
player
guy in the
of
league, man.
He
year.
now is tied for second
He's the
in
best
the
guy in the
league
league. He's the best guy in the
for
league.
sacks.
Come on now.
3 plays later.
Always play. Oh, 2-1 in the
That's a
house.
huge
The
4th
play.
down. That was, look, 4th down, 4th and 5. And Amik Robertson
Always
comes up
find
big.
the ball. Look at that.
Bang.
Strip and the hit.
The play is not over.
Vente uno.
Finish the play.
That's right.
Turnover on downs. And then the Raiders' next possession.
Boom.
Get a little Daniel Carlson 41-yard field goal attempt, and the Raiders take a 30-6 lead. So the Giants get a little chancy with the ball back. Tommy DeVito
Look at that.
doesn't have much of a chance against this pass rush today. And that time it was Spillane and Tyree Wilson.
Yes, Tyree, there you go.
Rookie.
There you go.
Nice to see him show up.
Hey,
Antonio Pierce
Straight
shaking hands. Straight out of Compton.
Straight out of
they were
Compton.
playing a little NWA in Allegiant Stadium.
All day today.
Ryan Dable hugging it out there with Antonio Pierce. What a dream come true.
Unbelievable.
For a man that grew up as a Raiders fan, the Raiders win this one, 30-6. And here's a look at the final game stats brought to you by Smart Water and Sports Water, rather. And look at third down, 5 for 14.
Yeah.
They held the New York Giants to 3 for 12 on defense on third down, but 334 yards of total offense, as well as on fourth down, by the way. The Raiders' fourth down defense, very good. They held the Giants 1 for 5. Yes, and now they see if they can sustain it.
Right.
But look, this is the time to celebrate. They played free. Do you see how much fun they were having out there? I mean, we sit here and we break down stats, and we can talk about all the stats all that we want, but this game was about energy. This was about a culture shift that we saw right before our eyes. Antonio Pierce won us over during his press conference, and he didn't promise anything, but he said, I'm going to get the ball in my playmakers' hands. And what did we see? It seemed like it was simplified today. Give the ball to Josh Jacobs. Don't ask too much of your rookie quarterback. Try to play action pass down the field to Trey Tucker, your speedster, or maybe Jacoby and Devontae mixed in.
Yeah,
it's not that hard,
I think the point you brought up about 8 different receivers catching ball over 10 yards and knowing that those guys are going to have opportunities in the game is really important from you as a player on the sideline, waiting for your chance to get in. Because when you know what, they've drawn up some certain plays for you, you're going to be able to have an impact on the game. That's very important if you're on the sideline, knowing that, you know what, I'm going to have my opportunity, I'm going to have my chance in this certain situation, and I'm going to show that this coaching staff knows what they're doing.
And I mean, no matter what job you got, you always feel better when you come into work happy, right? You know, like when y'all come to work, y'all know JJ gonna act a fool. Y'all coming to work happy. That's what these players look like. They look like, man, they came to the game today to work happy. Not nobody walking on eggshells. They came to practice the same way. It was fun to watch. AP had them going with the energy. You're not going to win every single game, but you could play like this every single game with the energy and effort, and that is what he's trying to bring to this football team.
It was contagious, and we're going to show you some locker room speeches. They had cigar, you know, Maxx Crosby with the cigar. It is a time to enjoy this, Raider Nation. Coming up next, Josh Jacobs is enjoying his nearly 100-yard game. They fed that man today, and it worked. Raiders Game Day is brought to you by America First Credit Union, the official credit union of the Las Vegas Raiders. Allegiant, the official airline of the Las Vegas Raiders. Low fares, non-stop flights. Book now only at Allegiant.com. Cox, proud partner of the Las Vegas Raiders. Coors Light, an official beer of Raider Nation. Made to chill. 2023 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly. Welcome back to Raiders Game Day. The Raiders continue to celebrate as this offense put 30 points up on a very good Giants defense. To talk about it, let's welcome in Josh Jacobs. And Josh, I don't know what you have to celebrate. You only got 98 yards. I mean, you went over 100, and then you lost 3 yards to get back down to 98.
Man, I should have took myself out. I knew better. I knew better than that. But sorry, it happens.
No, it was an amazing performance, and you guys were able to run the ball. You had more rushing attempts than you've had all year. But first, just tell us about how it feels in the locker room right now, just the week that was, and what this win means to this team at this point in the season.
Yeah, man, I think this is the closest, the team that I've ever been on, man. I mean, you see a lot of guys coming together and, still trying to make something positive out of this season and out of the coaching change and things like that. But, man, it's been fun to go just have fun, every day, whether it's at practice or in the games, man, and it translated today.
Josh, usually when the old regime was here, man, our food here for the pregame for us, it was terrible, man. But since this new regime that got here, man, we had some good food over here today, man. So we amped up over here, too.
He's saying everything's better.
Hey, they taking care of y'all now, huh?
They taking care of us now.
Oh, that's crazy.
Well, man, real quick, y'all started the game off running the ball, but Y'all ran the ball. The offensive line looked like they was moving at a faster pace. You looked like you was reading it a whole lot better because you was seeing the holes a whole lot better. Did you guys kind of dumb this down? Because you hear a lot of players that played for Mike McDaniel, our Coach McDaniels, and Bill Belichick and say, hey, this offense speaking Chinese. It just looked like you guys were at a different place playing fast. Did you guys kind of dumb it down, the game plan a little bit this week?
Nah, man. We just, man, look, this week they let me get involved in, calling the runs. So throughout the week, I was peeking all the runs that I liked. And, I was talking to the offensive line about how they felt about the run. So when we got a chance to, I sat down with them and I was like, when we get a chance to run these in the game, we got to make them work. We want to get them called. We got to make them work. And I was committed today to, setting the tone of what we wanted to be on offense, whether the first run was good or bad. I knew I was going to come with that energy and try to set the tone today. So we came out here and just had fun.
That's amazing. Talk to me about your relationship with Coach AP.
Yeah, man, Coach AP, man, it's crazy because he was always one of the coaches on the other side that I could say I actually had a relationship with. I actually didn't spend time outside the building with him and things like that. So when he came in, man, I already had the most ultimate, respect for him. And when he came in and he stood up and, in front of the team and he demanded what he wanted and what he thought we needed out of his team, I feel like a lot of guys respected it. It was 100% honest, and I think that's what we needed. But man, he's just a guy that you want to run, you want to play hard for, you want to run through a wall for. So it's gonna be fun.
Well, Josh, it was interesting to hear you say it was pretty much a collaborative effort, that you had input. And we got to know AP this week, but nobody knew anything about Bo Hardigree. I mean, we all had to even look him up. What did we I have to admit it, we're with the organization. We had to look him up. What did we learn about him today? What did you guys learn about him as a play caller this week?
I mean, everything he told us when we came in, in his first, opening statement when he said he got the OC job, that he wasn't gonna blink and he gonna empty the clip. And he came out there and he did that today, man. I feel like he took shots. He told me, he said, man, we're gonna start with the run. We're gonna get 3 runs in a row actually called, and we're gonna let you go out there and and control the game and make things work. So it's been fun, man, to play for him, to just see a guy, let it all go, don't hold anything back, and try to win, man. Try to win at an elite level.
A lot of people think that the offensive lineman is what makes a running back. But what really make a running back is these receivers blocking down the football field. You know what I'm saying? Hey, your receivers was working for you today, man. Just talk to us a little bit how they was getting in there, getting physical, man, getting dirty for you.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, them guys came to me even before the game. It was like, man, even on runs, we in the huddle, they're like, man, I got you. They looking at me like, keep eating, I got you. We're gonna follow your lead. And, man, I mean, it just says a testament to, a lot of receivers don't want to get physical, and have to go in there and crack a DN or crack a linebacker. And, man, they put their face in there every time and they get to it. So, man, much respect to them.
Yeah, for a young quarterback, man, making a start in this situation must have been almost overwhelming. What kind of support and what advice did you give to Aiden today?
Man, I told him, man, look, when in doubt, give me the ball.
There you go.
Look, let me be honest. That's the first thing I told him. But man, I mean, just looking at him, man, he's very poised. He handles his own in big moments. He doesn't never look rattled to me. And, he go out there and he executes. So shout out to him.
We really saw the potential and the talent that this offense is made of kind of come to fruition today. Now going forward, you got to do it again. You got a Jets team coming in that has a very good defense. What's the key to repeating now what we saw against the Giants?
Yeah, man. To me, they got the best defense in football right now. So it's definitely going to be a tough challenge to see how they're going to play us and how we can figure out how we can get going against them. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, man. I'm eager to see the guys how they respond to this week. And man, let's just go out there and give it everything we got.
Well, enjoy this moment. If Maxx if he has a cigar, you might want to check out and give it to him. I don't know if he has any for us, but you can bring it back here to the facility. Thanks a lot, Josh. Enjoy every moment of this.
I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for having me.
One of the reasons we saw this offense take off was a start that was very fast. They came out the gates swinging. Look at the first half against the Giants today. 240 total yards in the first half. Look at what the defense did. They held the Giants to just 19 passing yards in the entire first half. We always talk about the turnovers. The Raiders protected the ball, and they took the ball away.
Look at the yards per play, though.
Look at that, 8 yards per play. That's Super Bowl winning
That's
offenses.
winning numbers.
3 yards. 3 yards, you ain't going
just
nowhere.
to give you, and that's why they led 24-0 at the half. But the most fascinating thing that was just said, and I hope it didn't go over anybody's head, was Josh saying, I had some input on the runs. I was talking to the line. I was talking to Bo Hardigree. It was collaborative, and it seems like that's what was missing. It was, here's our system, you fit into it, or you're gone. Now it's, let's all figure out, we have so much talent. What do you guys think? What do you need to succeed? He said that just now, and that was a big difference.
Yeah,
in
without a doubt.
offense.
You have to have ownership of this football team. If you're a leader, if you're a guy who's expected to make those big-time plays, we're going to come to you and allow you to have some input. And now you feel obligated to make that work.
Yeah.
So if I'm calling some plays and it's not working, it's going to be on me.
That's it.
And you know what? We have those kind of players. We're going to take that responsibility and do what
That's a
they did
great
today.
point. Ownership. You feel like you have ownership in the plan, and you feel like you need to execute it because you told him you're going to do
Nothing
it.
better.
Oh,
Better.
this is so good right here. This is so good. Because at the end of the day, right, when you get in here and you say, Coach says, what y'all want to do, what y'all want to run. And you say, hey, Coach, I like this, I like this, I like that. And Coach say, cool. Y'all get together and get y'all favorite plays that y'all like to run in the run game. Them dudes is going to go so hard for each other to make sure these plays work. That's why this is big time. And you've seen that today with them. And we always say, who wins games?
Yeah, players.
The players wins games. So as a coach, listen to your players. We out there, Coach. We see what's going on. Listen to us. And when you do, you get W.
And you feed Josh Jacobs 26 times. That'll work most of the time. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, Eric and James are going to break down the Raiders' interceptions and then the play calling. What was different? Coming up next.
Okay.
How's it going? I'm Cade Keith. I go to Faith Lutheran High School. I'm a tight end. It really feels good to know you're making a difference within the community and outside your community. My years in high school, I volunteered with programs such as Opportunity Village, 3 Square, and Baja Bound in Mexico. When I'm helping out in the community, it makes me feel really good. It makes me feel good because I know I'm helping people who aren't as fortunate out. It's important for me to give back to the community because my role as an individual inside this Las Vegas community is to help others out and make a positive impact. Thank you to Intermountain Health and the Raiders for this opportunity. Go Raiders!
Welcome back to Raiders Game Day. The Raiders not only played with a renewed energy after a very emotional week, they covered the basics, football 101. They won the turnover battle, and they ran the football. To talk more about it, let's go over to EA and JJ.
I'll tell you, Amber, that turnover battle is what it's about here. As we know, 1st and 10, young DBs, and you're on the 50-yard line. This is take a shot area. So we have cornerback playing off coverage right now. He runs about a 4.2 anyway. So this is an opportunity for him to make a big play underneath. Outstanding catch by Amik Roberts. And I love to watch him turn on the Jets right here. Watch him turn on the Jets. Nice job. Get to the outside. Get to the sideline. Get to the sideline. He didn't take it back. But, JJ, this is a great chance for us to see, you know what, when you're playing off, this is comfortable. You know you got that great speed, and now you can track the ball. That's the biggest thing here, being able to track the ball once it's thrown, and an outstanding catch by our guy Amik.
Absolutely. That's big time. Go up, see ball, get ball, go up and make the play. Both of them could have picked it off right there.
Yeah. Here's another one. Tips and overthrows.
There it is.
Right spot at the right time. Outstanding job by Hobbs, hustling to the ball. But as you can see, defenders around the ball.
No doubt.
What are we been talking about from the beginning of the season?
Takeaways.
Turnovers and takeaways. The Raiders did it in bunches today. Outstanding job. Watch him work through that hole. But look at all the Raiders around the ball.
That's it. 3 Raiders around the football.
That's right.
Tips, hands on the ball. We got to have those.
Yeah, man. Play with so much excitement today. Guys were getting after it up front. But this is what happens when you have a defense that's playing full speed. Over to you, JJ.
Defense does that, gets the ball to the offense. This is the start of the game, this first drive of the game. You already heard Josh Jacobs talk. We are going to run the football. These are some of our favorite runs that he got to the offensive line with. Right here, look, not a lot of trickery. We're going to move the tight end just to decorate this thing a little bit. You see him talking and communicating on the back end to shuffle that thing downhill, coming downhill. Look at these chunk runs right here by Josh Jacobs.
Man.
These are chunk runs that we've been missing. Look at, you see the excitement. Let's go, right? I told Coach this play was going to work. You get Austin Hooper coming back on the backside, picking up the linebacker. Josh Jacobs gets skinny, coming downhill.
There's your receiver, too.
That is an explosive run. You see the receivers in there get dirty. And this is what I love right here. Look at, we're going to fake the fly sweep. We're going to counter, and we're going to come back. Watch the defensive end run out there. And we open this hole for Josh Jacobs, and we know he ain't never going backwards. He is going to finish every run downhill.
He looked explosive today.
Once we get this running game going, this is what happens. The coach, Bobo said we're going 5 wide on y'all. When we go 5 wide, look at the middle of the field. When you go 5 wide, you know you're going to get zoned.
What is he doing? Check
or you are going to get man. Watch this man right here. His name is Jacoby. Yeah, I got to go. Jacoby Myers. Hey, we call that barbecue chicken. And when you see it from the back angle right here, I'm telling you, this dude is big, fast, and physical. Oh, my goodness. I got to go. You going to the sideline. I'm going to the end zone. But that is very easy for the quarterback, the rookie quarterback. 5 wide. You see man-to-man. I don't care who you go to.
Right.
But you know the ball going to come out of your hands. Make it really, really simple. And we've seen a lot of the celebrations out there, and it was ski mask on, Amber, with a lot of excitement. Back to you.
Ski mask, first down. Hey, Bobo, by the way, Bo Hardigree has a new nickname, not to be confused with Debo or Dabo. It's Bobo, and Bobo slayed the Giants. The Giants have been playing very well. We keep mentioning this. Wink Martindale had that defense shutting down offenses. Look, they held Buffalo back in week 6 just to 14 points and 7 points against Washington. And then the Jets only scored 13 points. The Jets still got the win there in that game. But 30 points the Raiders were able to score. And you know what? They were great in the red zone. The Raiders were 3 for 4 in the red zone, which has been a theme going back a year and a half with this team. They could move the chains, but once again in the red zone, kicking a field goal. So being able to be efficient with everything that we just talked about. But you have to, I don't think we can give Bo Hardigree enough credit. This was a quarterback's coach that has never called plays before in his life on a short week, and somebody else's offense comes in and is very effective with it. So you have to give them credit.
You have to simplify the offense a little bit, take those plays out that you think are going to work, have some player input, and that's what happens. Outstanding job, JJ, of really looking at what we are. We're a running football team, and then coming off of that, not really play actioning, but the 5 wide concept, getting the ball out of his hands quick was perfect for this offense.
We haven't seen this 5 wide. What did Bobo coach before today?
Quarterback.
So these quarterbacks was in that mean like, man, I wish we go 5 wide.
Is that what you're saying?
And Bobo calling these plays today saying, I got you, bro. It's our show. All right, I used to be your coach. I'm still your coach. We finna put this 5 wide in, and it made it simple for the quarterbacks. 5 wide is really the best thing you could do to a quarterback except hand it off, because you know what coverage you're going to get. You know where you're going with the football. Ball out of hands. Devontae's quick and big. Jacoby Myers quick and big. And Renfro quick and little. And they all quick, and they all could get open.
But you know what? Aiden O'Connell did this at Purdue. Like, it was Bobo looked at him. I keep calling him Bobo. Bobo looked at him and said, I know what you can do, so let's do that. And as a result, you have to get credit to the rookie. Just his second start.
Did you hear what you just said? I know what you can do, so that's what we're going to do.
Let's do that. It's a simple concept,
Not my system. Let's run.
It's a simple concept. And he comes out, he completes 64% of his passes. This was a big difference. Remember how many times he got sacked in that game against the Chargers, I believe it was. The offensive line kept him upright for the most part. 209 passing yards. He did everything that was asked. He was asked to do. He had a 90 passer rating, which is very good. You want to get up around 100. We got to give him some credit.
We have to.
First day. He didn't know he was going to be the starter. He found out he was going to be the starter coming in to work on Wednesday.
Right, yeah, exactly. It looked a lot like preseason for him, how it was slowed down, the pace of the football game. Very important that we continue to look at this guy and have him develop right? With these 5 wides, great running game, offensive line doing an outstanding job.
It was fun to watch.
I'm excited to see him again
We're going to make
week.
sure you get in on these game plan meetings because you know what you're talking about.
They should listen to me. I've been screaming it from the mountaintops, JJ. Nobody's listening to me. But Mark Davis was listening. All right, when we come back, we're going to hear from AOC. What a second outing, a big difference for him. Here, we'll hear from the rookie. This segment of Raiders Game Day has been brought to you by Twitch. Watch, discover, join in.
LVSportsBiz.com. Talk a little about what's been like in terms of the transition to the new coach. I'm wondering, playing for a coach who obviously played in the league for 9 seasons, what was it like playing for a coach who has a lot of experience as a former player versus Josh, who's more of an ex-O's kind of transition?
I think, AP did a great job. It was a hard situation, a short week, and an unfortunate situation that he, took full advantage of. And, AP's a guy who has strong convictions, and, you can feel his intensity when he talks. And I think guys believed in him. And, again, we just all around offense, defense, special teams did a really good job executing.
Aiden, you've talked before about how games develop. I'm just curious, the locker room, you guys have won some games, but we could even hear you out here. Will you talk about that locker room and just how a team can take this and use it for momentum with confidence?
I think the guys are just, definitely tired, but ecstatic to have been able to perform like that. I think, it's just hard. It's obviously my first experience in the NFL, but it's a hard situation what happened this week. And so I think the guys felt relieved and happy and, just super joyful that we could perform like this. And so, yeah, it was definitely rocking in the locker room. It's just great to see all the smiles from the coaches, player administration. That's really what keeps you going and why you do it at the end of the day.
We're going to get him the wardrobe upgrade. He's in the big leagues now. We're going to explain that to him. But, hey, he did well. And you know who did very well? The running backs. And on the ground, the Raiders, in one big number, 125 rushing yards against the Giants. This is the first time, we're in week 9, the first time the Raiders, who had the league-leading rusher from 2022, actually went over 100 yards as a team, and that's worth noting. But hey, we said, I think as a group, a couple of us analysts said maybe they should run the ball. Do you remember that? Let's check the tape. Let's check the receipts.
For me, man, the best way to help your young quarterback out, hand the football
to Josh
off.
Jacobs.
Yeah, we haven't really established a run all season long with Josh Jacobs, and it's disappointing because this is a dude who led the National Football League. Let me say it again. Led the National Football League in rushing yards last year.
I haven't seen our football team yet just line up and be able to have a deep shot, to be able to kind of get that one-on-one coverage and beat it. I haven't seen it yet. Until you see it, you're going to continue to get 8 in the box, really focus on the run until you're able to change the view of your football team.
Not only were we right, we looked clean in all those shots. Man, those AOC, check out our film. That's how you dress post-game. That's post-game attire. We looked good.
Hey, they need to raise our pay up here.
They do. I know he has a clothing budget. We're going to help him out. We're going to send him some help. It was only his second start. Man. But look, Josh Jacobs, it was confusing to everybody how with the same line minus a right guard change and the league-leading rusher that you could have such low output from a run game. And do we come to the conclusion that it might have been the play calling or the feeling from the running back not being involved in the play calling, or what do we think changed?
Oh, it has to be the play calling. It has to be the play calling. And you can see by the way these runs happen. It's not like you're necessarily out scheming people. Our offensive line and our running backs were just playing well. When you are with the offensive line and you are a running back or you are a quarterback, you know what your best protections are. You know what your best runs are. You know what you guys are most comfortable doing. And that's what Josh Jacobs was saying. We just picked a couple of runs that we were really comfortable with. You don't have to get all tricky to be able to make some explosive plays. Do what you are comfortable with, and that is what this looked like right here. Not as a coach getting up there saying, this is a scheme we running this week. No, Josh, what you like?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? What do you like? Offensive line, what plays do you like?
And also
and let's come down here one.
There was an energy and an openness and a support from his head coach. And you know what? I can't wait to go in. We've been here in the studio. We haven't seen inside the locker room yet. We can't wait to bring you guys inside the locker room. Also, we're going to hear from Antonio Pierce from Compton to Las Vegas. He is a diehard Raiders fan as a kid, and he gets his first win as the head coach of the Raiders. Coming up next, AP. This segment of Raiders Game Day has been brought to you by America First Credit Union, the official credit union of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Like we talked about it, man. Blank sheet, new chapter, we write our own script. Write our own script, man. That's just one step, man. You guys know how this go. But more importantly, man, this is about us. This is about you. You guys made up your minds what we was gonna do, and we did it. Exactly what we said, and then we did it. Hey, man, I know the coaches, the whole organization, the whole building is proud of us. More importantly, I'm happy for you guys. That was rough the last 2 weeks. Biggest window? The front window. And guess what? Every door we go into, we're kicking that from now on. With no thanks about it, man. Hey, man, you know what this time is? I'll see you Wednesday!
Did you see the cigars going?
Yeah.
Such a different vibe. He said in his you know what got me like you, James? On Wednesday when he said Raider Nation versus everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, a leader of men, he inspired everybody. And the thing that was missing was the connection with the players.
Yep.
That feel like we are all in this together. Forget everybody else. We're all at the same level. We're all going to do this together. And we just felt that.
Yeah, that's unique. That's like no other locker room in the nation. That's like that Colorado locker room at the beginning of the season, right? Yep. That's the kind of vibe we're getting right now, and it's going to last. That effort is going to be there. You may not win every football game, but that effort, that authenticity is going to be there. He is just so right for this job at this point now.
That brotherhood and that camaraderie is going to be contagious. That feeling they haven't had in a long time is going to go into that Jets game, and it's going to be a tough game. But
yeah.
That's hard to capture.
I'm putting my money on AP.
It's hard to capture that.
I will see you Wednesday. You know what that just did to them boys right here? You know how hard they going to come out on Sunday and play?
Yeah.
Saying we ain't finna mess this schedule up because we know when we beat up on the Jets, I will see you Wednesday.
When was the next time they had a day off? When was the last time they had a day off?
Man,
they got it. They earned it. Coming up next, we're going to hear from Maxx Crosby. Oh, there he is. He still has the cigar in his hand. That's so Raider right there. That's about as Raider as it gets.
Yeah,
He's
that's
next.
a good time.
Raiders Game Day has been brought to you by Twitch. Watch, discover, join in. Credit One Bank, the official credit card of the Las Vegas Raiders. Modelo, a reward for those with a fighting spirit. The mark of a fighter, drink responsibly. And so the Raiders win this one 30-6. We have heard what the locker room sounded like. And the celebration continues as we welcome in Maxx Crosby.
Oh, yeah.
And Max, there you go. We got the cigar. We got the shirt off. We got the legendary tattoos. How does this feel? How does this feel? I mean, what a week. This was a short week. People forget about that. You played on Monday Night Football. Short week, regime change. You come out and you hold this team to just 6 points.
Yeah, it's incredible. You know, I got to give a big shout out to the whole squad. You know, everybody responded great. We had a ton of fun out there. We just played Raider football, so it was super exciting to see. And you know, they scored. They had one touchdown, but for the most part, you know, I feel like we did a really good job defensively. And got to give a big shout out to the offense as well, man, and Bo as well for dialing it up all day. Super proud of everybody involved. It was an awesome thing, you know, just to see everybody smiling, having fun, and you know, obviously AP just leading the way. So nothing better, man.
Yeah, man, talk to us a little bit about AP, because watching that game, it looked like it was a totally different energy on both sides of the ball. Offense aggressive, defense coming around, flying around. But not only that, just the dudes celebrating with each other. You've seen the guys on the offense celebrating with each other, vice versa on the defense. Talk to us a little bit about Coach Antonio Pierce.
You know, I don't even know where to start. You know, you see AP every single day bringing the juice, having fun, bringing energy, and he's a real one. You know, every single day we go out there, you know, he keeps it real. He's going to tell you exactly what, you know, you need to hear when sometimes you don't want to hear it, and that's what you got to respect about him. You know, he's authentic as they come. Like you said, he's from Compton, California, man. He keeps it real, and, you know, everybody responded well, and we just went out there and got a big win. So, you know, there's nothing better.
Another outstanding performance, and all eyes were on this defense, and of course, all eyes on you. How do you sustain this kind of play for the next couple weeks?
We just got to, you know, the recovery starts right now. I'm about to go in there, get in the cold tub, encourage the guys to get in the cold tub, get a Normatex when you go home, stretch, get your body right. We got another New York team coming in next week, so we got to get better. We got to improve and figure out, you know, how to get another one. So that's, you know, that's all that matters.
8 sacks from this defense, and 3 went to you, but Spillane, Merrick, Kuntz, Wilson, Butler, Nichols, everybody got involved. What does that say about the potential for this team that we're now seeing unleashed on this defense?
Yeah, you know, for us, you know, it starts up front. You know, we got to be able to, you know, dominate in the run game, and it gives us more opportunities to get to the quarterback. So we talk about it all the time. We responded, and I think it was a good start. But like you said, we got to improve. We got to be better next week. You know, I know personally I could be better, and I know everybody else feels the same way. So we just got to, you know, continue improving.
Man, talk to us about your defense, man, because you guys was on the string today. The front end was right there with the back end. The back end getting their hands on footballs, intercepting footballs, and really getting the ball back to the offense. Just talk to us about that secondary a little bit.
They played incredible. You seen Amik, you see Nate Hobbs, Marcus Peters, everybody's just around the ball. Trayvon Morig. You know, I could go on and on. You know, those guys have been doing a really good job all year. And I feel like everybody got to see, you know, the full display. Everyone was out there making plays. Like I said, you know, it's complimentary football. It starts up front. We get pressure. It makes the job harder on the quarterback, and he's got to get rid of the ball quicker. So you've seen that today, and guys are making plays when the opportunities presented themselves.
Max, last one for me. You're one of the best guys in our league right now. How do you deal with that every week, every game?
It's all about the preparation. It starts, you know, in January. Like I said, I do this every single day. I want to be the best at what I do, and I want to bring my teammates with me, and I want them to feel that joy as well. So this is just the beginning. Like I said, we're halfway through the year. We have a lot of football left, and I got a lot more to, you know, bring to the table. So I'm gonna keep improving, show up every single day, and bring the guys with me. And I cannot wait to see, you know, how everybody responds. And you know, right now it's just about enjoying this. You know, getting our bodies right, and get out there and get another win next week.
Well, it's just nice to experience some joy and see you free. See the shirt's off, he's partying, everybody's having a good time. I know you're going to get back to business, but enjoy this one because it was the players that bounced back and made this happen. Congratulations, Max, on the win.
Absolutely.
Hey,
and the Rush podcast, everyone tune in.
Yeah, next time, man. Next time, bring the hostess some cigars too, man. Bring us some too, man.
I got y'all. You know that.
Yeah. All right. James was talking over you. James was talking over you. The Rush podcast. Yes. Check it out. It's awesome. I do watch it.
Rush
it's awesome.
podcast.
All right. Thanks a lot, Max.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys.
Yes, sir.
So they'd like to take this energy into Sunday Night Football. I know NBC's glad they didn't flex this one out.
That's right.
We got the Jets and we got the Raiders, tough defense. Then the Dolphins, who did not look good in Germany today. Kansas City Chiefs have a very good defense. The offense.
All 3 of those games are Maxx Crosby games.
They are Maxx Crosby games. And then the bye week. We'll see where this team is going into the bye. But let's look back at the day that was Rick Ross.
Ricky Rose.
Allegiant Stadium always hopping with Raider Nation and Rick Ross. One nation under God. The Raiderettes always killing it behind him. Look, that's Mickey Thomas from Starship. You guys
Mickey, there you go.
That man's got a voice. He has got a voice, rocked out in the 70s and 80s. And then Kia Stokes.
There she is,
WNBA champion Aces.
Crossing over.
Along with her homegirl, Chelsea Gray.
There she goes,
Another
Chelsea.
3-time WNBA champion. Get it, Chelsea.
Chelsea.
That's right. It was a fun day to be at Allegiant Stadium. And speaking of, twice. Speaking of rock
there you go. Legend.
Don Felder. Hall of Fame guitarist.
Oh, yeah.
Out there shredding.
Legend, look at her.
And
Look at
the Simba, holding your baby up like Simba. This baby's like, Mom, Dad.
Man.
Come on, man.
She's saying Raiders.
All right, so the Raiders, they walk away with a win after an emotional week. A new era has begun. 30 points they put up on the Giants. Can they keep it going against the Jets? We'll see Sunday Night Football coming up. We'll see you next time on Raiders Game Day. Amber Theoharis, James Jones, Eric Allen. Join us when get your cigars out.